Hey, good evening and or afternoon, wherever you're at in your life. I got to hold this mic because I got cheap equipment here, but that's okay. We're starting with what we have. If you're going with the principles of effectuation, I'm using my bird in hand. I'm using my chief free stuff. Anyway, I digress. Welcome. Start my clock. Welcome to Skyway Bound Presents. It's been a while, but we are back. And we're still working on getting you more content. But I actually, over the past few months, I've been working on improving my production process. And I actually got this sound little mini mixer board. So let me know how you think, put in the comments below what you think about the sound quality for this particular episode. And if you have any ideas or suggestions of other equipment that I should consider in the future, yeah, I'd love to hear from you. So please put it in the comments. Also, we encourage you to always, hey, subscribe to us, like us. That's the only way we can grow and that's the only way we can help our community is by bringing people together. And I can only do it if you guys subscribe and like the content. So today's episode is we're going to go back to my journey, and I'm going to take a few minutes. This won't be long. And I think today we're going to celebrate a little bit, if you will. Celebrate, maybe give you a little bit of advice, I guess. But recently I became a certified flight instructor. I'm very proud of that. It's part of the overall picture of things I'm trying to accomplish. One of my many things that I'm trying to do in the world of entrepreneurship, as I have a good time trying different things, is I want to make aviation more accessible. And there's many reasons for that I'll get into down the road. But that's all you need to know for this particular moment is I'm trying to make aviation more accessible and do it in a way where the people we're putting in the sky are quality, maybe not aviators, but they're definitely quality pilots and very safe pilots who are running aircraft. So that leads me to a new, I don't want to say challenge. Now I got to find my first students. I do have one student right now that was passed down to me from another instructor that has moved on to a better job on the way to his airline career, which is great. I'll take it. That was a great way to get your first customer is have them inherit them. Nothing wrong with that, by the way. But many times when you start a business and you start to experience even a hint of success, you have to go find your customer. So I got a little quick list of things to think about with regards to finding your first customer. And these are things that I'm doing and I'm trying to figure out as I go along. I'm just winging it, just like all of you are. So bear with me. As with anything you're trying to solve or do or accomplish, you need to research the problem. In my case, I'm trying to research, where the aircraft I have access to is located, and the majority of the people I know are. It's a challenge because they don't want to drive to where my aircraft is. So I need to research the problem of how can I get customers that want to take my flight instruction in the location that I can provide it. That's the challenge. And I'm actually finding ways, and I'm looking into ways to overcome that and finding ways to incentivize people to drive 40 plus minutes to where I have the access to an aircraft to provide them quality flight instruction. But you got to research the problem. You got to research what these people want. You got many tools that can help you do your research to figure out what the various problems are. Of course, the number one way is just go talk to people. In my case, I just go talk to potential customers and say, hey, what do you want? This is what I can offer. What do you want? But I mean, you got other tools too. You got social media tools like Facebook, Instagram. You got specialty chat rooms. Now you got all these like Reddits and Discords. I mean, the myriad of tools you have to try to figure out the problems that you potentially have the tools to solve They're endless. But ultimately, you want to find out where people who have the problem you're trying to solve are. Do they even exist? I guarantee you, any problem you have in your head, somebody probably is out there. They just might not be somewhere that's convenient to you. So if that's the case, you need to either change the problem you're trying to solve or go to where the people exist that have the problems you're trying to solve. And there's nothing wrong with either way, but it's definitely something you need to consider and be prepared. And you need to look into yourself and determine what you're prepared to do. Oh, wow. Time is flying. I just hit the stop clock. We're already at 5 minutes. So let me go through this really quick. Build your book of contacts. All of you guys have friends. You might not know it, but you have friends. You can go to various events. There's a lot of, especially the bigger cities and any kind of metroplexes. They'll have places you can go and meet people, like-minded people. Go find like-minded people, make contacts, network a little bit. You can find somebody like you. And if you don't want to network face-to-face, I'm sure you can find something online. There's a lot of tools that can help you network and find the people that can potentially help you or potentially be your customer. You got to work for referrals. And the best way you start is with people you know and build that word of mouth. Because once you get that word of mouth, you start to build a little momentum. Then you can really start to move in the direction that you want to go to. Industry events. This is one of my favorites. This is not a rhythmic list. I'm not a poet. Sorry. Industry events are important. So if you can get to industry events, you can start meeting people in the industry that you're trying to, I don't want to say disrupt, but make a difference in. And one thing it took me many years to understand is that many times these event organizers, they need volunteers. If you volunteer at these events, you might not be able to attend all the sessions you want to go to, but they'll work with you to make sure you attend at least some of them, just as long as you're true to your word and you actually, help and do the volunteer work that you decided to do. I go to these events. I love to watch the behind the scenes. So it's fun for me to go to the events and just like volunteer the whole time. But even then, I still meet so many people that, within, so I I got invited to a conference and I volunteered. And I was able to meet so many people in the world of flight school operations. It was unbelievable. It was a great experience. And I'm so glad that after many years, I have opened my eyes to the world of help others and they will help you. And that brings me to the next thing, help others. You want to join a band of, I call them merry folk, thinking Robin Hood-ish, merry folk, to team up with others. You can't do it all on your own. You're not going to be an expert at everything. Good luck with that. It's just the way it is. I watch so many people, they struggle and they stall out. Most of us are not going to be we're not going to be able to please everybody. We're not going to be able to do everything. If you want to scale, you want to take your business to the next level of serving millions, for the most part, you're going to have to work with others. If you want to stay mom and pop, there's nothing wrong with that. It's not for me. I would like to scale to something bigger. But hey, if you want to do that, that's okay. You don't want to work with as many people. You don't have to deal with as many headaches. But you're not potentially going to reap the potential rewards if you scale. Even mom and pops that go on to scale, they end up working with other people. So help others, help them, and they will help you. Market your business. I think that pretty much says it all. But there's plenty of inexpensive tools. You don't have to spend too much money. You got your basic social media tools. You got your mouth. Go to events. You try to build up the word of mouth. Talk to people. Find people that you're comfortable talking to. And just make it happen. And then I like this one. I just made up this term. Smeify yourself. Use the basic social media tools to start a blog or start some basic comments every day where you show people that you know what you're talking about, at least a little bit, within the industry, and start building that track record of, hey, I'm somebody you can come to help solve your problem within this, whatever the industry is. So that's all we got today. I just want to share a little bit about you. I am progressing in my dream, and I will be putting out more content soon. But I got a new mixer board, so I was excited, and I want to share that with you. So hopefully the sound quality sounds good. Like I said, put something in the comments, and I'm just going to leave you with what I always leave you with. The road is long. It's hard. It is hard, 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 hard. But do not quit. Do not quit, my friends. I'm telling you, just don't quit. It's going to be worth it. And at minimal, just have fun trying, but do not quit. I'm going to catch up with you on the next episode. Don't quit.